So Soul Circle, that was T.I. with Jamie Foxx, Live in the Sky. Very interesting song. It definitely goes to the whole, murdering, the murder of
Hand sanitizer and there's other items that we decided that, and we had a dialogue on, have community meetings. So the prayer breakfast was a fundraiser, and it turned out very well. And I think that prayer breakfast really widening and information is getting out to the communities.
Yes. Okay. Because that's just so important. Soul Circle, like I said, this year we can't just get upset if it's a government actor, because yes, of course, the government actor certainly shouldn't kill anyone, but the community, we need to stop killing each other. I heard something very interesting, where in these vigils, the concept, or, you have mothers that are like, you know what, my child's murderer could be in this group of people. They could know, what's going on. And that's a very hurtful feeling too, that the murderer could be right in the circle, right in the group, right in the vigil. And you could have fed them. They could have been in your house, but yet they're walking around and they killed your child. Like, that's just really big. So, do you think y'all will be having the prayer breakfast next year?
Sure. Yes, I think we're going to have the prayer breakfast next year.
Okay. Sounds good. And so people can get breakfast and then get resources and, everything in terms of moms. Were there any, with the moms, already in terms of special people are the mothers. The mothers are very special, that they can still walk and talk and stand up strong. But were there any like special guest appearances outside of the speaker? You talked about a speaker, Dr. Whitehead. Anybody else?
We had my sister Teeny Tucker. She presented us with a mom's anthem song.
Oh, so you have an anthem song now. Okay.
We had you, Desiree, as one of our guest speakers. We had Tyra from the Tyra Hill Show. She was a host, and Miss Maybill, that's well known in the comedian area. Yeah. The comedian. She was also hosting for us.
Wow. Okay.
We had State Attorney Marilyn Mosby.
Yes.
That came out and support us. And we also had Jill Carter. She's a former delegate of Baltimore City. Mm-hmm. She's now a board member of M.O.M.S. She works now at the State Attorney Office, but she was there to support us. We have lots of support.
Mm-hmm. And there's always a need for more support. Support in that, the moms, they need people to hold their back up. The back that got the back, right? So be the back that has the back. Support them as they go forward and try to figure out and not have another mother crying. Don't forget that you can log on to, listen up, Soul Circle, write this down. You can log on to momsagainstmurder@gmail.com. momsagainstmurder@gmail.com, and send any messages and talk to the mothers. If you have any resources or know anybody that has any resources that can be of help, please reach out to the M.O.M.S organization and, raise your hand and say, I have this. Maybe you have some bottled waters, or maybe you just want to make a donation. Everything is definitely welcomed by the M.O.M.S organization as they continue on the forefront of this battle. Also, they have a Facebook page, so you can go to facebook.com, Mom's Mission Possible. And so this is a possible mission. And, mothers are going to get it done. Mothers always get it done. So facebook.com /Mom's Mission Possible. And then there's a website. Don't forget to go to the website. And there's the website where you can just go in, like even Oprah. Were you there when Oprah talked? Okay. So even Oprah talked to the organization with the founder, Miss Daphne Alston and Miss Sammy. Talk to them about how great this mission is and how it needs to go forward and keep going forward, because this is such a horrible plague, and people need support. But you can go to the website momsagainstmurder.org. Again, that's momsagainstmurder.org, and that's for the reach the website with Mothers of Murdered Sons and Daughters United Incorporated, and catch up on any video, watch any videos, see how you can help, how you can support the organization. So moving on next with again, we're dealing with mothers of murdered sons and daughters, and their pain and their grief. So moving on next is a song called A Broken Life, a song about loss. So listen up to this song, and then we'll be back. Soul Circle, we'll be back so we can talk even further.
It's hard to breathe now you're gone. It's hard for me to move on. For some it's just another day. Just takes time to heal. I know that your heart is broken and lost with all this time. Just know that the tie's unbroken, and soon you will be fine. For some it's just another day. For me, I have to find my way. It just takes time to heal this broken life. It just takes time to
Okay, Soul Circle, thank you for hanging in there with me. I know this is a very, emotional show in terms of, speaking with one of the, can I call you a member? What do you call yourself?
I'm a member.
A member. Mm-hmm. A member of Mothers of Murdered Sons and Daughters United. And as as I say, nobody wants to be a member. Like, that's one group nobody really wants to be a member. You're not like, oh yes, let me get out my fee money and pay my money so I can be a part of this group. Like, the price to be a member of M.O.M.S is far too great. Like, it is far too great, because it's the death of your child. The death of your child makes you, the murder of your child makes you a member. And so, like, I feel a little weird saying, something about members, but, coming from you said you call
Remember, lost a child to tragedy.
You lost a child to tragedy. Exactly. So, talking about us, what other, we talked about the prayer breakfast. What other events? What are there any annual events that M.O.M.S has?
The founder, Daphne Austin, she always have a big event. I believe it's in July, to celebrate. I don't know. It's everyone comes together to remember Tyree's birthday, which was her son. So it's a big event that we all do together to support the founder,
right.
Daphne Austin. We just had our prayer breakfast. We'll go into our board meeting and discuss other events this year. We haven't planned them yet, but I'm sure there'll be some coming up.
You know what? It's something that Soul Circle, a question is, so when your child is murdered, right? Do you do things that, celebrate the memory of your murdered child? Or, how does that work?
Well, some moms, they celebrate the birthdays. Some moms remember, I won't say celebrate the death, but remember the death date. April 22nd will be a picnic visual for my daughter, India. She passed away the same date as Freddie Gray. I'll never forget the date because it was a year earlier, April 19th, the same date. So we're going to remember her because her birthday was May 1st. And she passed on. Her birthday was May 1st. Her funeral was May 2nd. So I don't do the birthday. I do celebrate, and I always have went and put flowers on the area where she was murdered. But this year I'm going to do a picnic and a candlelight visual, and that's the life to remember of India.
Okay. Are you okay to discuss? Okay. I just needed to make sure, because I know this is heavy. Like, it's heavy for me. The vigil was heavy for me. Hearing the mother talk about the murder of her son, the politics that go on when your child is murdered, that was very heavy for me. Hearing it and seeing the emotion that is wrapped up in that, with mothers that are like, I would do anything for my child. And then for somebody to take all of that away from you, that in and of itself is very, very, very heavy for me. But as I said, Soul Circle, I just so admire these women, because every mother can't hold herself up strong, right? And so what tips would you give to mothers of murdered children?
The murdered children or the moms?
The moms, yes.
Now, even though I can discuss the day I'm going to have a visual for India, leading up to that day, maybe when I'm not around people, but it's that quiet time when it hits you. The birthdays hit you. The holidays hit you. They may not hit you when you're speaking out at a function or when you're talking about them, but it's that time that it hit you when you're alone. And it's a feeling that hits you, and it's like the very first day it happened. What I can say, as I said before, get into a support group where you can learn to heal. And when I say healing, the healing doesn't mean that you're going to be okay.